in the Euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills on me blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor. Curry the is on the move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse when I take all my chips. When I pop off the like hummus, C-dip. Acrobat with the my flip. Money flow like a battleship. Diddy the new. Deliver new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be E.T.? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her, no chance, you go. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pocket too big, they sumo.
Hoping I ain't lose religion, texting prayer hands, hope the message sending on. Know I've been blessed, I've been seeing prophets, mostly gonna.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets around him. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight 1st down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue lining. Blue lining.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Daniels. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Lucky 56. Hey.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Lawrence. And this is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Lawrence looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun, Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And here come the Bills. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And they'll run it here. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Joey Bosa. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. 43 yards on the punt. 7-yard return, and this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make it 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw again. Daniels throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Daniels. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air on 2nd down. Daniels. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gone. Hot.
To throw on third down, Daniels. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And now out comes Houston. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. On third down, Lawrence is going to float this over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play on third down for the Texans. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
All right, now look at 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses. And
he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again. Daniels. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
A final shot before break. Daniels. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. The final shot before break. Daniels. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Detroit. Gone. Gone. Gone.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gone. 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 Detroit. Detroit.
From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Gone.
On first down, Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on second down. Daniels got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw. Daniels. That's complete right around the 8. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun. Daniels. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills draw a bit closer. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And he finds a man on the crossing route. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. And on the ground they go with a running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Houston. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Daniels. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41.
Gun!
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Daniels. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On 3rd down, Daniels. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the 1st quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Detroit! Detroit!
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Daniels. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st down, Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Daniels. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down, Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Nelson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Daniels. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Gone! 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 Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
To throw again, Daniels. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Daniels over the middle, complete. It's Nelson. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's caught. Nelson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
Set! 3-19!
From the gun, Daniels. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. first down. Daniels lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. Throwing on first down. Daniels. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
56, Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
319! 319! Gun, gun!
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Daniels. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels caught by Nelson left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Back to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniels. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. On 1st down, Daniels. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Daniels. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here we go now.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this case. What do me dirty? I'm